G'day folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. This is the natural gas price update for December 15, 2023. We also include the shares of Boyle, UNG and KOLD. So first off, with the natural gas commodity price, we've got the weekly, daily and hourly charts, and I'll go through each of these for those new to the channel and revision for those that have been following the natural gas price. So I've got here the CCI 400. It's broken down below its moving average, and that's a bearish outlook. The CCI 150 usually trends with the price action, with the exception of these divergence. There's a bearish divergence there versus the price. It fell off. Another bearish divergence, and it fell off again. This one went beyond 100% level. Closer into this little Fibonacci range, you can see there the price has bounced off that 23% and now almost approaching the bottom there, which was reached in April 2023. On the daily, you can see there it's had a little bounce off that support at 22.58. We've got another major support at the bottom there at 20.64. So if it breaks below this first support level, that'll be the secondary main support to look out for. Both the CCI 150 and the CCI 400 are still bearish, although they've got a slight retrace, but nothing too much to sort of indicate a bounce, a serious bounce. There was also a bearish divergence at that point versus the higher highs versus the lower highs on the CCI. You can see there, again, it broke through and hit this support. On the hourly chart, a bit slow here, just give us a minute. There you go. On the hourly chart, you can see there it's actually bounced off that support level at 22.58. Now we did have a bullish divergence. We've had a few divergences, as you can see, play it out. And more recently we've had this bullish divergence. Initially we thought it might bounce off that support. It's actually dropped to that low there. So I'll just redraw that Fibonacci range. And I'll also move that target area. You can see there between that 23%. It's not working too well. There you go, the 23%. To that 38% level. You can see there it's just penetrated that target area. So that bullish divergence has worked. Now this could keep going higher. You can see the CCI 400 is still rising. No sign of a reversal. So hold your fingers if you want planning on this to go long. At the moment it's looking positive, but again, minor movement so far. But again, just be mindful the weekly and daily are still pretty strongly downtrend. We want to see, for this to be more positive, we want to see it initially break above this 61% on the hourly, but ultimately you want to see it break. If I did a Fibonacci here, between that low and that high, we want to see it break above that 61% to be more positive of a reversal. At the moment, early days, but that's where we are at the moment. Now, next, we're going to look at ProShares Ultra DJ UBS, and that's BOIL, ticker code. Similar sort of story, although you'll see here we've got a slightly bullish movement on the CCI 400 on the weekly, bullish movement on a 400 as well on the daily, and we had a pretty sharp decline on the CCI 150. And you can see that the price action is sort of dropped a lot further than the commodity price action. On the hourly, we are bouncing off this support at 23.80. Again, that's still a question mark. Is that going to continue? You can see there's a bullish divergence similar to the commodity price. And on the CCI 400, you can see there it's pretty much trending flat, although still breaking to the upside. So very slight movement to the upside. That's Boyle. On the next share, we're looking at United States Natural Gas Fund, UNG. So you'll just notice here as well, as this draws, it takes a bit of, obviously the internet's a bit slow today. So this is UNG, this is still Boyle. We're getting there eventually. I'll talk about the daily chart first. You can see there it's still dropping off on the CCI 150, and it's bounced off that support at 453 for UNG. Now the CCI 400 trend line is broken to the downside, so that's a bearish outlook so far. You can see they're also pretty bearish on the weekly as well. So making new lows on the share price there. And the CCI 150 hasn't broken to new lows yet, although and no sign of a reversal yet. On the hourly, there is a lower lows there versus the price, so not really a divergence, but I sometimes consider these are almost like a double bottom on the CCI, but so far nothing dramatic happening in terms of a bounce. The CCI 400 likewise is going sideways with a little break above its moving average. So again, nothing too positive to talk about, and still a question mark on will it bounce any further. Next we'll look at ProShares Ultra Short Bloomberg Natural Gas, which is KOLD. You can see there on the weekly, it's broken below the moving average on the CCI 400. The CCI 150's had a nice big, almost like a parabolic move to the upside, although the share price is pretty much flat. If I zoom in there, it's had a nice little run, and the CCI 400 on the daily is broken up pretty sharply, likewise the CCI 150, although we've had a bounce down from this resistance at 115.60. So I had a couple of bearish candles there so far, and you can see there on the hourly we do have a double top on the CCI 150, which again is a bearish, I consider a bearish momentum on the CCI, and the CCI 400 is also broken to the downside and starting to move somewhat to the negative. So not a strong move, and it looks like it's going to penetrate and hit our target area in the next couple of hours, very likely. So that's where we are at the moment on all those shares and commodity prices for natural gas. So at the moment, with some signs of a reversal, but nothing too dramatic. So just hold your trades, don't go long. I wouldn't suggest until we see more positive movements on the upside on the daily at least. So if you got value out of the video, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.